2 years since the last time we met, and my have things changed. Now when we reconvene, we won't take the little things for granted. Never again will we let the beauty of a snow-covered mountain pass us by. Nor will we ever be more grateful to take flight, both in air and on the course. The training, the effort, the work to get here has never tasted so sweet. As the nation's best once again descend upon this city that is known for both miracles and domination. 42 years ago, we were asked if we believe in miracles. The answer now, as it was then, is a resounding yes. The miracle now is not the victory, but the experience. In a truly one-of-a-kind event, these young people, our next generation, will make memories that will last a lifetime. So let's sit back, let's relax, and let's enjoy what is not only a national championship, but maybe more importantly, a celebration in a natural cathedral that unites us all. This is the place. These are our heroes. And this is the 2022 USCSA National Championships.
T-minus 10, 9, 8.
The clock is operating. We're underway.
And quality base here. Endeavor, go at throttle.
Good morning, Lake Placid and USCSA National attendees. We are almost ready to kick off. We are 5 minutes away from the start of the men's sprint race. And thank you for joining us again. This is our second day of the Nordic Championships. We will be doing the sprint qualifiers this morning, and then we'll be moving on to the heats in the afternoon. And we will get into all of that. I will explain all of the details as we go. Again, thank you for joining us. It's our second day here at the event. We'll talk really quickly about the conditions as we go over them. So as you can see, we don't have the same weather as yesterday. If you were here with us yesterday or joined us on the live stream, you know we had a windy day. We had some snow. We had some rain the night before. But today, much more calmer, 25 degrees. A 3 mile an hour per wind is nothing compared to what we had yesterday. We have a firm snow, and we've been told by our coach insiders that our classic blue hard wax today is the right place to go. We could be lying. You never know. But a much better day out there today. We are excited to be here. The skiers are ready. The atmosphere is growing. Like I said, we have approximately 4 minutes until the start of the men's. If you joined us yesterday, you understand how exciting that was. We had the 7.5K skate race yesterday for the men, and I'll run through the top 10 so you have an idea of who to keep in mind as we go into these sprints. In 10th was Connor Nielsen. In 9th, Peter Carlin. In 8th, Andrew Doherty. In 7th, Kieran Mullen. In 6th, Logan Jensen. 5th was Bennett Gamber. 4th, Gus Whitcomb. 3rd, John Henry Pulsick. 2nd was Albert Hesse. And coming in at the top spot with an incredible time of 18:26 on that 7.5K was Paul Smith's College, Aiden Rip. He ripped it up. I made that joke yesterday, and I'll probably make it again today. We had a few team scores as well, and I'll run over those quickly with you. In 5th, Clarkson University. 4th was University of Wyoming. 3rd was Western Colorado University. 2nd place was St. Olaf College. And 1st was Paul Smith's College. Thanks again to the Aiden Rip scoring that number 1 spot. So a low score of 10 points for them total. All right, so we're almost ready to kick it off. We are approximately 3 minutes now away. Again, really excited you've decided to join us here for the Nordic events. I'm joined in the booth, and I will be joined in the booth by our own, the coach, Bob Underwood. Bob, how are you feeling this morning?
Pretty good. Things are all set up. Wax is fast. Good fast conditions here today. Things hardened up nicely. We got some good grooming going on. Charlie Benz was out there early this morning in the dark. Groomed everything up nice for us. We got some great conditions. Should be a fast race today.
Yeah, okay, so tell us a little bit about the sprint. Like, how does that work? What are these athletes feeling?
So each one of these athletes is going to sprint. They're going to start out this morning with a sprint qualifier. They'll all race one at a time and get a time from this morning, and then the top 30 will move on to the qualification round into the heats, the semis, and the finals.
Okay, awesome. And we have that same field of boys yesterday. We're looking at about 60 of them or so, correct?
60 boys and 44 girls.
Okay, so we're going to lose about half the men's field after this first round. We're going to kick this off at 10 o'clock, approximately 2 minutes away, and we should wrap that up pretty shortly. How long do you think this sprint will take these boys, Bob? What's an estimate of time here?
Somewhere between 3 and 4 minutes for the top boys. And
Okay.
I'm back from there.
So much faster than yesterday. I mean, Aiden Rip killed it. We know a lot of guys killed it. That was 18 minutes, 7.5K. So they're going to be looking at minutes now to finish this course, and we're excited to have them back here. Anything else you wanted to add? Conditions, temperature, anything you saw out there?
No, I think this is perfect conditions, and we're ready. We're looking for some good racing today.
Okay, that's awesome. All right. Our first bib up in a few seconds here will be Andrew Doherty of Castleton University. He's coached by Matt Tominen, and he's a sports management major. His most famous person he'd invite to dinner, Lewis Clark. All right, that's a good one. Looks like he's getting in. He's standing in the gate, ready to put his poles over that wand and trip it, and we'll be on our way for the men's sprint qualifiers here at the USCSA 2022 National Championships. Once again, thank you for joining us. We're excited to have you with us, whether you're here in person or on the live stream. All right, again, Andrew Doherty in the start gate. Looks like he's almost ready to go here. So we will be kicking this race off shortly. Again, thank you to all the volunteers and everyone we have on the production crew here for yesterday's amazing showing. We're excited to give you again today. Looks like Andrew Doherty's getting those skis prepped. He's moving them in the gate. He's warming up, getting the pole set, and he is off. Good start. Double pole from the start. There's a double pole track, so he's going to have to maintain that before he can get into his classic rhythm here. Okay, so here he goes. He's all out sprinting. Again, he's got a K&a-half. He's got to get through it as fast as possible. We'll pick him up for you again on the camera as soon as we can. In second, Albert Hesse. He had an amazing day yesterday. Came in second place overall, so you know he's quick. Out of Bend, hometown at Mount Bachelor Skier out of Western Colorado University, he's getting those skis prepped. Here he goes out of the gate. Strong start again, that double pull. This is where it really counts. You have to throw in that double pull. Bob, on that double pull, big core movement, right? Can't let the arms take over too much for you.
Nope, you got to be all with the core, so working hard with those core muscles.
Okay, less focused, but still a difficult course today out there for these kids. You know, nothing's changed on the turn, so they got to keep it strong, and they have to stay focused because seconds could be incredibly important here on this sprint race. In the gate, Sam Holt, and he is off. Again, strong double pull, getting those poles out in front of him, really driving through the core. He's a computer science major out of the University of Vermont. And he is off through that thing. There he goes. One good skate into the thing. Excellent job. Peter Jordan is behind him, Cornell University. Looks like he's getting warmed up. Got his skis in the track, ready to go. Again, double pull start. He's going to have to come out quick and fast. We're expecting these racers to take minutes. So this is one lap of the fastest possible effort they got. And there he goes, Peter Jordan. He is off. Bib number 4. Good, strong start there for Peter Jordan. Good, strong double pull as he comes through. All right, and we're picking up some of our racers at the first corner, too. For those of you joining us on the live stream, you can see them. They're having to fly. They're going in the tuck. The snow is fast. We've talked about it. Bob talked about it at the beginning. This is quick snow. Use it to your advantage. Cole Long is in the start gate. University United States Air Force Academy. Thank you, Cole, for your service. And he is off out of the gate. A marketing and analytics with a green and sustainable management major. That is a mouthful. But he is going to roast his teammates on TikTok when he becomes TikTok famous. Again, you can see these guys. They're going to give all out effort. Our first racer is already now coming in. He's looped around. He's come under the bridge. That was a K&a-half. He is flying through the course. Again, fastest times here count. Top 30 qualifier. We're going to lose half of our skiers in this first qualifier. Theo Liu from Montana State University in the gate, and he is off. Strong start there for Theo. Really strong. Quick pulls. Look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. He is pushing for this top 30 spot. He knows he has to qualify. Once he gets to the heats, he'll make his move, but here he goes. Right into the bridge, nice and strong. We have our first finisher coming into the finish line now. There he is, bib number 1. Strong start there for him. Oh, and he goes across with a little bit of the boot drag. Nice work there for him. We already have our second racer, too. He's coming into the finish as well. Luke McKinnon has started, University of Minnesota. Coached by Luke Dykowski, international business major. And they're finishing fast and furious now, folks. We are going to have quick races, like we said. That first finisher was Andrew Doherty. He came through with a time of 2:53.3. Currently in first place, obviously only one finisher. Our second skier now coming to the finish. Here he comes over the line. Is he going with the boot? Oh, he throws the boot. You got to throw the boot, ladies and gentlemen. It's big points there. Seconds is a difference, so we have a big moment. Okay, Albert Hesse coming through. 2:58.2 has him in second place overall, just behind Andrew Doherty. So good, strong runs from the first two athletes. Our third finisher now coming through. He's going to come to the line. Here he comes. This is I'm telling you, fast and furious. You can see they're going out. Quick double pull. He will finish. That was bib 3. Bib 3 was Sam Holt. Oh, Sam Holt with the gauntlet thrown down. 2:22.3. Amazing job by Sam Holt. Thrust himself into first place with 3 finishers so far. Really strong effort from our top 3. Those were guys I told you to keep in mind from yesterday's results. Remember, they had really, really strong starts yesterday. So we knew they were going to be fast, and we're seeing it now. Here we go. We're finishing another racer. That is bib number 4. I love this. The kids are all throwing the boot. Got to throw the boot here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big point saver. Bib number 4. That was Peter Jordan coming in. Peter Jordan with a good time of 2:53.3, literally dead on with Andrew Doherty there for second place. A perfect time. All right, we have a couple more finishers now coming in. Still some starts. Again, they came in so quick and fast. Our cameras are we're going as fast as we possibly can. We're catching everything. Good start there. We have a strong finisher coming in as well here now. That is bib number 5. He is going to finish strong. He is coming in. Good double pull. Remember, double pull lanes pick up at the start and finish. He doesn't throw the boot. Oh, the first bib not to throw the boot. We'll see if it hurt him a little bit. Here he comes. That was Cole Long, 3:14.9. Has him in 5th place overall so far. Good run there by Cole Long, though. Strong start to it. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a quick course. We're talking about it. Bob and I had talked about it at the beginning. We're talking minutes long. These guys are doing it in under 3 minutes. That's a K&a-half under 3 minute time. We just had another finisher, bib number 6, come in. Bib 6 is
Theo Liu.
Theo Liu throwing down a great run there. Theo Liu with a time of 3:07.2. Bib 7 right behind him, though. Oh, my goodness. They're coming in quick and fast.
Paul Smith skier coming down the hill, skiing fast.
Yeah, that was Luke McKinnon there. Luke McKinnon with a 2:52.8. Bob, we're watching it. This is Fast and Furious racing. This is what we came for. This is what the people came to see. Can't even catch my breath over here.
So right now, setting the pace, Sam Holt with a 2:52.2, Luke McKinnon 2:52.8, Andrew Doherty 2:53.3, Peter Jordan 2:55.5. Remember, the top 30 are going to move on to race later on in the day here.
Yeah, we just had bib 8 finish there. That was a really strong effort through the boot. We're seeing it all over the place. That was Brady Miller through the boot, 3-minute flat, 0.8. Nice work. We have bib 14, looks like just started. Remember, we have a field of 60 people. We're cutting it down like Bob said. We're going to take the top 30, and we're going to push them to the heats. Those heats are going to start at noon today, correct? Starting with the noon heats. But you can see, we're finishing racers. Oh, and we're going to have a good finish for you here, ladies and gentlemen. I can see it coming from my view here. It's going to be fast and furious. It's going to be head-to-head. 2 guys coming in at the same time, pushing for position, pushing for time. Let's see who that is. That is bib number 10 and bib number 9. They are flying double pull track all the way to the finish. Does he throw the boot? Oh, he threw the boot. Got to throw the boot. We're learning that. And right behind him, bib number 9. Okay, bib 10. That was Kieran Miller. 2:14.8. That might be our fastest time so far of the day. And Garrett Mooring directly behind him with a 2:48.2, putting him in good position as well. Yeah, that thrust Kieran Mullen right into the first place position. So Kieran Mullen doing everything he can to guarantee himself a spot in that top 30. Bib 11 right behind him. Oh, that was the best boot I've seen so far. A 2:13.4 for John Henry Polzik. That's going to thrust him into first place, a second ahead of Kieran Mullen there. Those two people to watch in that heat. What do you think, Bob?
John Henry Pelusic, always one of our fast skiers here. He's been doing this for a long time. Great time.
2 minutes and 13 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That is quick. Those guys are flying. The snow is quick and fast. We are seeing it today. We just had Bib, I believe, 17 start there. Nice work. He's getting that double pole lane in. We talked about this, but you got to throw the boot at the end. Throw the boot at the end. You're going to have a good time. That's what we're learning here. We have another finisher now coming into the gate. This is Bib number 12. Bib number 12, strong double pole, staying strong. He's given everything he's got. That's what you got to remember. This is a sprint. These guys are going as hard as possible. Bib 12 was Noah Payne. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 0.9. An excellent time for him there. He's going to thrust himself into a good position. Top 3 overall so far of our finishers there, Bob. Really strong performance there by Noah Payne. We have another finisher now coming in, fast and furious. I've said that multiple times, but it's true. You can't take your eyes off these kids. Bib 13 here coming in. Strong, little bit of a boot throw there. We'll see if it cost him that 0.1. That was Cameron Bancroft, bib 13, a 3-minute 0.9 flat. Good time for Cameron. He's putting himself into position. He's 11th currently, but remember, we're taking the top 30. We're taking the top 30, so you got to know how to push yourself and also save a little bit of energy, right, Bob? Can't give it all out at the same time. Bob agrees. Can't give everything you got. You got to save a little bit. You know you got a couple more heats if you qualify. Remember, the way the heats work, going to have to race multiple more times, but now you're going to have to compete with guys. All right, that is bib 14. It looks like a little bit of a boot throw there. Nice work there by bib 14. Bib 14 coming in. That is Nathan Beesh. Good time there for Nathan with a 3:08.7, and bib number 15 is right behind him. Look at that double pole. Oh, and a long boot throw. He waited. Peter Carlin, 2:53.9. An exciting finish there for Peter Carlin. Really nice work. He's going to thrust himself into 8th overall so far. Again, taking the top 30. Can't push it too hard. You got to save a little energy for this finish here. All right, looks like we have another finisher coming in, ladies and gentlemen. That is bib number 16, I believe there. Yeah, that was 16. Silas Goetz, 2:47.3, puts him in 3rd overall place. A really strong run there by Silas. As you can see, these guys are jockeying for position. Everybody wants to make sure that they're in the top 30 spots here. Nobody wants to go home early. Good, strong double poles. We've seen a lot of core work. This course is fast. This course is furious. And these finishers, these racers, these guys are killing it right now. They are crushing through this K and a half. Here comes another guy down the hill. Good job there. Skier right behind him. This is going to be an excellent finish, ladies and gentlemen. I can feel it coming. All right, looks like we're going to have a couple coming in. We have still a couple in the start gate. Good start there. Strong double pole. Again, got a little bit of an interval on the first starts. That's bib 23. He's off to a strong start. He's got a good double pole going. Oh, and here we come into the finish, ladies and gentlemen. All right. What bib is this? This is bib 18. Oh, bib 18 is throwing down. Really strong double pole. He is pushing. Push to the end. Oh, and a great boot throw there. One of the better ones I've seen today so far. Bib 18, let's see. 2:56.0 for Rylan Hodgson. Excellent work there. And right behind him, that's bib 17. Throws the boot. Really strong work there. Gotta love it. That's Brandon Hansen, 3:36.4. All right, strong so far. Okay, top 10 really quick. Albert Hesse, Rylan Hodgson, Peter Carlin, Peter Jordan, Andrew Doherty, Luke McKinnon, Sam Holt, Silas Goetz, Kieran Mullen, and John Henry Polzik so far with that fast time of 2:43.6. All right, finisher coming in. That's bib 19. Got that double pull going. He's looking strong over those boots. Yep, there he goes. He's going to chuck it. Oh, he chucked it. That's a nice throw. Let's see how he came through. Okay, Antonio Menino, that's a strong time. 3:07.1. Okay, he's got himself in 14th place, so that's strong. Remember, top 30, we're taking the top 30. We got about 60 or so men starting today. Just like yesterday, field of 60. Our women's field is somewhere around 44. That is bib number 20. Oh, through the boot. What a long throw. That was an excellent stretch. Look at that guy go. That was Connor Nielsen with a 2:59.3. Really strong run for Connor. Bob, what do you think so far? How you feeling?
So far, so good. Everybody's racing well. Times are coming in.
I'm having a hard time catching my breath. I'm going to be honest. This is fast, exciting, and furious. I love to see these athletes out here pushing it like this, and they're throwing down so far. These 3-minute under times, I mean, that's incredible. That's a K&a-half in less than 3 minutes. All right, looks like we have another finisher coming in. This bib 21, staying strong through the finish. Really nice work by him. Good double pulse. Stay light on those feet. Strong core, and he throws it down. Not a lot of a boot throw there. We'll see if it hurt him a little bit, but bib 21 there. Zach Thomas with a 3:14.4.
Another racer coming up the line here.
Oh, yeah, bib 22 right on his heels. Really strong. You see him getting out on those toes on that double pull. He was getting that top. That's Ian Thompson. 2:57.2 puts him in 10th place currently. Again, taking the top 30. So Ian Thompson's put himself in really good position. Yeah, really strong effort by these racers today.
We got bib 29 in the gate, getting ready to go here. Looks like the Air Force Academy.
Oh, thank you for your service, Air Force Academy. As always, I like to, shout out to the troops, everyone that supports us. We have another finisher coming in, bib 23. He's coming in hard and fast. There's a good double pull. Didn't throw the boot as much, but you love to see it still. Let's see how he came through with his time. Okay, that was Gus Whitcomb. Gus Whitcomb was one of those names I told you to keep in mind. 3:05. Nice work there by him. He's going to put himself into good position. He's 16th overall so far. Again, top 30. Don't need to kill yourself. Just got to get in the top 30.
And that's important. It's a long day of racing here today. Racers want to save a little bit of energy. Sometimes they won't go quite as hard as long as they know they're going to finish in that top 30. They're fine with whatever place they get because then they move on, and that's when the racing really begins.
Right. So, Bob, they got coaches all along the track telling them where they're at, right? Doing the splits, everything like that?
Yep. There's splits going on, so they should be running their splits at all times out there.
Gotcha. Bib 24 just finished. That was Bennett Gamber. Good run for him, 3:13. Okay, he's going to put himself into the mix here for getting in that top 30, 20th overall so far. We'll see who's left. We know we got some big names still to come, big course racers. These guys aren't going to give up that easily. They're all pushing for the same place. They're all trying to get in that top 30. Okay, we talked about it. Bob just talked about it. Coaches are doing their splits. These guys know where they're at. They know how much effort to give. And they're also some of the highest trained athletes in the world. So they got a little bit to give here. Bib 25 now coming through with a strong finish. And there's a guy right behind him. This is going to be a photo. Let's see. Throws the boot maybe a little early. See if it cost him a little bit. But great run there. That was
25.
Bib.
Noah Geary across the line.
Yep.
Noah Geary moves himself up into 24th place currently.
And then Gabe Jerry finished right behind him with a 2:59.9, a really strong run there by Gabe Jerry. Puts himself into 13th place overall so far. Fast and furious finishers here. This is a quick race, and these guys are throwing down. Love to see it out here for the USCSA 2022 National Championships. Again, we are coming to you live, and we are broadcasting live as well. So for those of you that aren't able to join us in person, we thank you for being online with us and joining in at these Nordic events. This is our second day total. We will take tomorrow off, and then we will be back with you on Friday for that mass start 15K. Always something to look forward to on that one. All right, another finisher coming in here. That is bib 27. Strong double pull. Really, really strong. Look at that. Oh, throw the boot. Love to see it. I have talked about it all day, and I'm going to keep talking about it. You just can't get better than a good boot throw. Bob agrees with me, too. Alexander Good, 3:21.3. Good run there for him. Strong start for these boys. We got another finisher now coming in. That's bib 28. Okay, getting up on those toes. Look at him get that leverage so he can throw those poles into the ground, and a good boot chuck right at the end for bib 28. That's Tor Hansen, 3:18. Okay, Tor Hansen, he's putting down. We're starting to see some guys come in here, starting to really push that top 30. So, again, we've talked about it. Top 30 are going to qualify. This is important. You got to know when to give your strength and when you got to hold back a little bit. Going to have to race again. You make that top 30. And you're going to have to go head-to-head with 5 to 6 other guys. So, bib 29 now coming in. Here he goes. Oh, nice boot throw there from bib 29. Good time. Let's see what it came in as.
Evan in a 24th position currently.
Yeah, really strong run there by Evan Hotch. That's a 3:15 for him. We're starting to see the times increase just a little bit, but still really strong overall. Here comes bib 30, it looks like. Good double pull. A little bit late on the boot. Let's see how it came out for him. That was Arnold, 3:05.8. Arnold, he's back. 3:05 puts him into a really strong position there. Let's see how he came out. 18th overall so far. Nice work there for Arnold. All right, looks like we have another finisher maybe coming toward the ground here. And some starters still going out. We're still running some of the field here. That's bib 31. Let's see him get up on those toes. Cheer him on as he comes to the finish. He's coming in strong. Really, really strong now. Let's get it going. Bib 31 with the boot throw. And the time for bib 31 will come in as Brian Olson, 3:11.2. 22nd overall so far for him. Really strong run. Racer right behind him, though. That's the leader bib. Oh, the leader bib. Let's see. Bob, give it to me. How did the leader do?
Leader bib 32, coming in with a 254.14. That's Adam Ripp.
Aiden Ripp, yeah, Aiden Ripp crushed it again. He's into 9th overall place. That feels like someone that might have, taken it a little easier. He might have understood that he's got some races to go. Aiden Ripp, obviously our winner from yesterday, crushed it on that time. Here comes bib 33. Really good run throw. Oh, one of the best boot throws I've seen so far today, ladies and gentlemen. That is Connor Roberts. Came in with a 256.1, puts him into 11th overall. Really strong run there by Connor Roberts. These guys, fast and furious. I mean, it just is nonstop action. I cannot catch my breath. These spectators cannot catch their breath, and the athletes for sure cannot catch their breath as they go 1.5K on the classic skis as fast as possible. I mean, this is the sprint. We are going as fast as possible. This is an all-out effort, different from yesterday when we were doing that 7.5K skate. We were catching them a couple times coming around the course. Now, nothing but one lap, and they're giving it all they got. Looks like we have maybe another finisher coming to the... Oh, we had a fall down there. I couldn't see it. There he is. A little stumble. That's going to cost him. Good pickup by our camera crew there for the live stream. Let's see him pick it back together. This is going to be really important. He's going to have to fix it. That little stumble can be all the difference. We're taking top 30. I've said it before. That is bib 35. Awesome work here. Look at him stay strong. He's going to need to pick it up if he wants to get into that top 30. He had that little stumble like we talked about. And Bob, a stumble can cost you, that can be the top 30 place for you in a sprint.
For sure. There's not a lot of time here. You're only talking about a 3-minute lap. So right now in our top 10, we got Rylan Hodgson, Aiden Ripp, Peter Kelleran, Peter Jordan, Andrew Doherty, Luke McKinnon, Sam Holt, Silas Getz, Kieran Mullen, and John Henry Pelusic, all in our top 10 right now.
Yeah, and that finisher that just finished was Alexander Williams. He came in with a 3:12 with that stumble, so a really awesome job. He's got himself in 25th overall place currently, so he's really strong. That was a good run. We have another finisher coming in now here. Let's see who that is. That is bib 36. Looking a little fatigued. Has to stay strong now as he comes through. Good pulls. There's a guy right behind him on his tail, so we're going to have another one of those excellent photo finishes that we see in the sprint all the time. He goes through the finish line. Good, strong run there for him. And then right behind him here, that's bib 37. Throws the boot. Bib 36 was Sean Allen with a 3:31.5. And then bib
37, putting in a good time there. 37, that's 3 minutes and 9 seconds flat for 24th place.
Yep, and that was Corbin Craig there that came in as bib 37. So really nice run there by Corbin. We're starting to see the field is starting to dim out. We only have 60 men. So remember, we're on bibs 40 about finishing now. That's bib 38 coming into the finish line as we speak. Throws the boot. That was a graceful boot throw. One of the best ones I've seen today. That was Andrew Donahue, 3:07.3. That puts him into 23rd overall. So he's currently in the split. You got to make the top 30. Top 30 is where you want to be. So he's bib 38. We had 60 racers go out today. He's got to save onto that 22nd spot for another 20 racers or so as they come in to finish behind him. So it's going to be interesting to see if anyone can catch him. Again, yeah, got to stay strong. Have to be mentally strong in this race and have to be physically strong and agile as well. We talked about it yesterday. This is not an easy course. There's a lot of turns, a lot of downhill and uphill, not a lot of flat. These guys are going all out for a minute and a half. We do have another finisher now coming in. That's Bib 40. Look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. He is strong on those skis, strong through those poles in that core. We talked about it earlier, the double pole lane to the finish. Can't go into the classic. Got to stay in the double pole. Gets that heel up a little. Nice work there. Strong finish with a good boot throw there. That is bib number 40, and he will finish with a time of, as soon as it comes through here for me, bib 40. Yeah, go for it, Bob.
Jeff Hodson, skiing for Cornell, coming through with a time of 3:11.0. Slot himself in 26th place, hoping that's going to hold up for the top 30.
Yep, bib 41 was right behind him there. Good, strong boot throw for him. That was Logan Jensen with a 3-minute flat, 0.6 time. 16th overall has him right in the middle of that top 30 that he needs to be. So really strong there, run there for Logan Jensen. We've got another finisher coming in as we speak. He's going to come through here shortly on our camera.
Bib 41 across the line, Logan Jensen.
Yeah, and bib 42 is right behind him. Here he comes. Good, strong, good boot throw for him. 42 there. Nathan Kessler, 257.9, 13th overall. Excellent run there for Nathan Kessler. We've got back-to-back guys put themselves right in that middle of that 30-pack, Bob. They know where they're at bib-wise. They know how many have to follow them. That's a strong start for them. That's a really strong start for these racers. Again, we'll give top 5 really quick. We got Luke McKinnon, Sam Holt, Silas Goetz, Kieran Mullen, and John Henry Polzik. They are taking over the top 5 spots. But, again, we're taking the top 30, so nothing to worry about if you're a little bit lower. Guys will have to stay on track if they want to make this top 30. All right, looks like we might have another finisher coming in now. That's bib 43. Bib 43 with a really strong double pole as he comes through. Getting over those skis. You love to see it. Look at it. Look at the extension. Good boot throw there. Talked about it all day, but you got to have the boot throw at the finish. It's important. It might save that 0.1. That's a huge saver.
Thomas Ryan across the line, 36th position, 318.5.
Right, and directly behind him was Simon Zaire with a time of 258.1. Has him in 14th overall. We're seeing some of back of the pack guys come in and really make a statement and get some of that, get up there into that top 30.
Well, that's sometimes coaches throw some of their faster racers in the back. They get some good splits off them. Some racers like to race and chase. Some racers like to be in front and be chased. So sometimes they'll throw some of their faster racers towards the back and let them have some good course conditions out there and have some people to chase in front of them.
Right, so it's all what the racer is mentally best at, correct?
That's right.
So you're really trying to play to your strengths. Whatever that gets you fired up, that's what the coach is going to give you. That's what they're there for. We haven't talked about these coaches as much this week, but they've done an excellent job preparing their kids. You can tell by the times on these kids are getting. That these guys are prepared. They're used to the course. They've got it zoned in, and now they're thriving. All right, we have another finisher coming in. That's bib 45. Bib 45 with a really strong double pole. Look at him get over those skis. You gotta love to see it. He's exhausted by the time he gets there, but he's still pushing like that.
Bib 45, Cyrus Bergelin across the line. Cyrus placed himself in 41st position with a time of 3:30.6.
All right, good run there for Cyrus. All right, and right behind him, it looks like we have bib 47. Oh, you know what he went with, Bob? He went with the T-shirt. You love to see it. The T-shirt, ladies and gentlemen.
Sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out. I'm not sure that's how I describe today's weather, but bib 47 with a boot throw. 16th place there for Anthony Holmes, a 258.4. That is a really good run, and I love the sleeves. If you have it, show it off, and that's what he did there for Anthony Holmes.
Not sure an awful lot of these cross-country skiers would be accused of having big arms.
Oh, come on. The triceps on these double poles. We got a back-to-back finishers, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this heat coming in. 2 guys racing for those spots. Bib 48, and then right behind him, it looked like bib 45 or 46 there. Yep. Bib 48, though, throws the boot. That's Nacio Levy with a 259 flat, 17th overall, and bib 46, Willie Cora right behind him with a 4:03.3. A little tough run there for Wiley, but good job. A strong finish, though, by Levy there. Came in with the 17th overall.
Nacio Levio, 17th place.
Nice work for him. Bib 49, remember, we raced 60, so we're closing in. We're down to our top 11 finishers left here as we get ready to go to the women's side. Bib 49, though, look at this double pole, ladies and gentlemen. He is pushing for it. Let's see, did it work out for him? Give it to him, Bob.
24th position right now, 302.3 coming from the back.
Jamison Peacock with an awesome run. Let's see if that can hold up, though. 24th is right on the bubble. He's putting himself in tough position. We'll see if he can hang on to a top 30 spot, get himself into those heats. All right. Again, we only raced 60, so we're now down to about our top 10. We have a couple more. We have racers still to go in the start here, but they're getting prepared. We've got a good start and a good finish. Here comes Bib 50. Oh, man. Trucking through. Love to see it. Look at the hair. Look at the glasses. Pushing hard. Here he comes. Bib 50. Oh, an excellent run for him. He threw the boot really well. What did he come in with, Bob? How did it look for him?
Bib 50 with a 314. That's going to place him in 36th position.
Oh, so just outside the bubble there for Matthew Reiger. A tough break there, but an awesome finish for him. He'll be back with us for the mass start for sure. Looks like we have another finisher coming in now, ladies and gentlemen. That's Bib 51. And you know what I see here? I see the hair flowing in the breeze. And you know why? Because he's moving that fast. A boot throw for him at the end there. Awesome work there by Bib 51. How did he come through, Bob?
51, Thomas Robinson coming through in 38th position, 314.8.
Yeah, so another little tough break there. Found himself just outside the top 30, but we'll see him again. Good run here, looks like, for Bib 52. He was right behind him the whole time. Bib 52 with that speed suit that I love so much. How did he come through, Bob?
52 coming through, Diego Shalili coming through in 23rd position. He's going to move on to the finals.
He's going to move on if he can stay there for sure. He's on that bubble right now. We still have a few racers to finish. Excellent work, though, there by Diego, coming in really strong. As you can see, we're starting to run down on those start guys. Guys on the camera can see it. Guys in live can see it. We don't have that many more starters here. We're going to call the women right after. Women's start is 10:40. So first women's going to go at 10:40. So they're warming up in the background. If you're watching live with us or being here live, you can see them warming up. They're getting ready to go. Looks like we have Bib 53 now coming to the finish. Strong double pull for him. Love to see it. Stay over those skis. Good, good, good. Good throw at the end there. Let's see, Bob, how did he finish up?
53, Spencer Kanan moving himself into 46th position, 322.8.
Yep, so a tough break there for Spencer, but we'll see him again. Mass start again. We're taking the day off tomorrow. Give these guys a break. Sprint races are tough. Takes a lot out of you, so we're going to give these guys a break tomorrow, and we'll be back here for that 15K mass start. And if you've never seen a mass start, ladies and gentlemen, that is something you're going to want to witness. We're going to put them all at the same time, and we're going to run them right together. Bib 54 now finishing. Awesome work for Bib 54. Got that leg up. Good work. Good boot throw. What did his time look like, Bob? Oh, I got it. Bib 54. Jack Fannin there, 325.8. Puts himself in a 48th position. So, again, out of that top 30. Tough break there for Jack Fannin. But we will see him again. We will see him later on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and we had a finisher. Look at that strong double pull. The leg went up and everything. Bib 55 was absolutely crushing that finish. Let's see if it worked out for him. That's James Krebs, 315, 42nd overall. So a tough break there. Will find himself out of the top 30. But again, I'm going to keep saying it. We're going to see these guys again. This might just not be their event. They have the 15K still, and they have the relays to show their stuff. So we still will see them again. All right. Looks like we have finished the men. Starts at least, so we will now have everyone finishing on course. Again, women are going to start at 10:40. That's approximately 9 minutes from now. Looks like we have another bib coming in. That looks like Bib 56 from my camera. Good run for him. Oh, but right on his tails is another racer. Going to have to stay strong. Look at him dig deep, find all that remaining energy, and go to the finish line. Nice work there. That was Benjamin Romanjenko, 331. And right behind him, that was Bib. I didn't see the number, but I will get it for you. Benjamin Romanjenko, though, will find himself in 52nd overall. And Josh Sayer with a 308. That puts him in 31st. Oh, the worst break there for Josh Sayer as he just misses that top 30. Bib 58 just finished there. That was an awesome run for him as well. Let's see what his time was as I get it on my board here. That was John Thompson. A 256.1 for John Thompson. That's Bib 58. That puts him into 12th overall. Okay, real quick, I'll give you the top 5. Luke McKinnon, Sam Holt, Silas Goetz, Kieran Mullen, and John Henry Polzik. They haven't changed as much recently, but we still got guys filling in. We still have people nailing into those top 30 spots. You just saw one. John Thompson threw down an awesome run, a 256.1, puts himself in that 12th position overall, so he will be moving on to the top 30. All right, looks like we have another couple finishers coming in again. We're rounding down. We only had about 60 guys. Here comes bib 59, it looks like, or 58. Check that, 59. That's bib 50. Oh, bib 50. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. 59. I'll go back and forth 6 times. I apologize. Bib 59, though, was Matthew Joseph Williams, a 322.9. Finds himself just outside of the 30 flip, so tough break there for Matthew. But, again, really strong run. These guys will be back. Again, we sent out 60 guys, so here we come. We're closing in on our last finishers, ladies and gentlemen. You can see they're giving it all they got. It was a 3-minute run. Not a lot of time to spare there. Bib 60 coming in. Bright orange hat. He will not be hunted. Good job, Bib 60. There he comes through the finish line. Let's see what he's got here as he comes in. That was Robert Watt. 323.9. He will find himself also just outside of the top 30. So I will give you the top 10 really quickly, and we will get a top 30 out to you as soon as possible. Rylan Hodgson was in 10. Aiden Ripp in 9th. Peter Carlin in 8th. Peter Jordan following him. Andrew Doherty, Luke McKinnon, Sam Holt, Silas Goetz, Kieran Mullen, and John Henry Polzik have the top 10 so far. But as I've mentioned multiple times, we're taking the top 30. So if you found yourself in the top 30 after these results, we will see you in the heats. Those are going to start at noon. For all of our women out there, we will be starting your runs shortly. Our time kickoff was 10:40 and is 10:34 currently. So we will be moving on to the women ASAP. Okay, and we are officially about to start the women's sprint qualifier. So all the women who are going to compete, our top 40 here, or 41 women that we have today, are going to start to make their way toward the starting gate. Again, we are about to run the women's sprint qualifiers. We just finished the men's about 10 minutes ago. It was really quick. It was full of action. A really fun time, and I expect nothing less from these women. Our top men were finishing with times around like 2 to 3 minutes, so 3 minutes was, I think, the average there. So we expect really similar results from these women. 1.5K of some of the toughest course they will see this year. So we are getting ready to go for them. Our first racer in the gate is Ann Miller. She's out of the University of Wyoming. Her coach is Christy Boggs, and her major is kinesiology. She's from Champlain, Minnesota, and she doesn't have a home mountain, so we'll just make this one her home mountain. She's about to go crush it. So we will see her. She will be starting here shortly. And there she goes, and we've officially started our women's sprint qualifiers here at the USCSA 2022 National Championships. These are the Nordic events. I am Trent Rosenberg. I'm joined by Bob, the coach Underwood, and we'll be giving you the action all day long and all week long as we finish out here. Great start there for Ann Miller. Really strong beginning. Remember, they have to double pull out of the start. So when you see them doing that, that's why. There's a double pull start. There's a double pull finish. So we will catch them doing those strong double pulls through the core the entire time. Our second racer on course is Annika Sanus. She's going to go into it. There she goes. She's into the double pull. Really strong start for her there. Matt Tomanen is her coach. She's a management major out of Germany. Home mountain of, I'm going to try it, Klingenthal. First time here at the National Championships, and that is Annika Sanus. Bailey Gengel right behind her. She's the University of Vermont, and she is a neuroscience major from a home mountain of Gore. Second time here with us, and if she could live anywhere, she'd live at Lake Placid, and I think she's off to a hot start now as she gets into their double pull. Here she goes. Really strong, quick double pull there for Bailey Gengel. Really, really strong. Love to see that out of the athletes. Remember, they don't have a very long course today. They're looking at 3 minutes. So they're going to have to push that time and push that energy as hard as they can while still holding back just enough to get themselves in that top 30 and make those heats later on today. Again, we'll be starting those heats around noon. So keep yourself locked to our screen as we go through the entire day with you. Looks like we have bib 4 now. That is the leader bib, so someone to keep in mind. I should have run through these earlier, but we have some results from yesterday. Our top 5 from yesterday included Erica Myers, Julia Everest, Lily Hughbanks, Dulcie Tangway, and Brianna Rickert. Brianna Rickert threw down yesterday with a really solid time, and we will see her again. That is the leader bib out there. So, again, we are looking at some of the top women in the world here as they compete here in the USCSA 2022 National Championships. Another hot start there. That's bib 5 as she heads out onto the course. Again, 2 to 3 minutes, really strong double pull. Look at her go. That is excellent, ladies and gentlemen. We will catch them as they come around that first corner, and then we will catch them for you on the video feed as we get back into the finish line, and we will do those exciting finishes for you just as we did in the men's. So you can see them. They're going to push hard. They're going to find their pace. They're going to keep it going strong as they look to make that top 30 flip. Again, we will run those heats later today. That's when they're going to go head-to-head with each other. Looks like we have another racer just starting. That's bib 6. Bib 6 off to a really hot start there. Good double pull, and we now have our first person coming back under the bridge, ladies and gentlemen. That's bib 1. So again, we will start to see them finish fast and furious. These girls are going to throw down today, and it's going to be exciting to watch. We will catch that first finisher when she makes her way there. That is bib 4, I believe, on the hill for us on the video feed. And again, we are now in the start gate with bib number 7, I believe. So we will start getting those finishers for you as they come through, again, fast and furious for them. And you can see if you were on the video screen with us as she comes around that corner. Bib number 2 now under the bridge, and bib number 7 has just started. All right, looks like we have our first finisher. She's coming to the line. There is bib number 1. I will get the timing for you as soon as I have it on my screen. But bib number 1 with a really strong finish as she comes through. Bib number 2 now coming through that finish line. Here she comes. And a really strong finish there from bib number 2. Oh, okay, so here we go. We now have the timing system working. All right, so our first finisher was bib number 1. That's Ann Miller. She came through with a really solid time of 3:27.8. And our second finish there was bib number 2, Annika Sanus, with a time of 3:26.3. So those are the times to beat so far. Again, 3.5 minutes on this course. Really, really fast and furious finishes, just like we saw with the men. This is bib number 3 now coming into the finish. You can see that's that double pull lane I talked about earlier. So that's all they're able to do there. Staying strong through those skis with a good double pull. Small boot throw there for bib number 3. Good strong run for her as she comes through. That's Bailey Gengel. Really good time of 3:30.8. So again, we're going to start seeing these times. We're going to have to figure out where that top 30 line is going to be. But she puts herself in good position, a couple seconds off the leader there for Bailey Gengel. Looks like that's our leader, bib number 4. Great start for her. Strong run as she comes through that double pull. Let's see if she can finish this out just the same way. Oh, and the reach for her there was incredible. That was bib number 4, Brianna Rickert, 3:28.6. Okay, so she's got herself in a 3rd overall place so far, but she's only a couple seconds off the pace. That is someone that knew her timing well, understands what the goal of this is. She's going to make those heats. She's going to look to push it in the coming hours here as we move forward. Bib number 5 now, trailing her just behind. Good, strong double pull. Got the head down. She's chugging for the finish. Excellent work by her. Good, strong over the double pull. Keeping those feet just off the skis, but in good contact. Doesn't throw the boot. We've talked about it a little bit, but that boot throw, I've seen it be key. Erica Myers there. That was someone I told you to watch earlier. She was 5th overall yesterday out of St. Olaf College, and she had a really strong time of 3:32. Okay, so she's got herself into 5th place overall. We've only had 5 finishers, so these girls are jockeying, but they're all seconds off each other. Only 6 seconds separate our top person so far from our 5th place finisher. So this is going to be tight. You can tell already that these are going to be quick. You're going to have to make up as much time as possible to get yourself in that top 30 position. Looks like we have another racer heading out. So again, we'll run 40-ish women today as we look to qualify 30 of them for the heats. We have another finisher coming through under the bridge, which will be important. We'll get that girl in a minute as she comes back by our camera. But again, we are looking at quick finishes, 3.5 minutes for these racers. All right, and we'll do team scores while we have a second for you from yesterday. So in 5th place was Clarkson University. In 4th place was the University of Wyoming. In 3rd place was Western Colorado University. In 2nd was St. Olaf College. And in 1st was Paul Smith's College with a total score of 10. So we had some really low team scores yesterday for you. As you now see, bib number 6. Oh, she's chugging for the finish. As she comes down through, she is looking fatigued, but this is a good run for her. Let's see where she can end up. Remember, top 30. She knows what she needs to do. That's bib 6. And here she comes in. Let's see what she had for her time. That was Mullen Francis. Great run for her. Bib 6, 4:24. A little bit off the pace there, but not awful. Bib 7 directly behind her. A little bit of a boot throw. Might have been a little early there for her, but collapses at the finish. You love to see it. That means she gave everything she possibly had. A 4:09 for Isabel Bergman. Great run for her. 6th overall so far. In good spot. Remember, top 30. She knows where she needs to be. We've got Fast and Furious finishers here for you, folks. Bib number 8 now, going right behind her. She's got a quick double pull going. Really strong as she comes to the finish. Let's see. Oh, a really nice boot throw there by bib number 8. Let's see how her time ended up for her. Bib number 8 was Isabel Middlestat with a time of 4:05.8. Okay, so we've had a little bit more of a range come through recently. The times have increased a little bit, but we're still seeing a good, solid start from these girls. Bib number 10 now, going in the finish. A good, strong double pull. Look at the smoothness, ladies and gentlemen. That is smooth. Love to see it. Bib 10 has passed bib number 9, so it's coming a little earlier. Let's see where she came in. That's Katie Susong, a 3:29.2. That's going to move her into 4th overall place. Really strong position. She is only a couple seconds off of our leader so far, Annika Sanus, with a 3:26.3. Again, really strong. Jessie Church also just came in behind her with a 4:05.8. So again, strong finishes. We're starting to see this top 30 sort of take shape. We've had 10 finishers so far, so we have a top 10. But again, we expect some movement as these girls finish. Let's see. Looks like we might have another few racers coming in, and another racer has officially started her course. That is bib number 11, who seems to be finishing right now. good double pull for her. She's got that one boot going up. That's a good technique. Goes right into it. Doesn't throw the boot. Just stayed strong through that double pull. Melissa Brown with a 347.9. Great run for her so far. She's moved herself into the top 10. She's got herself in 7th overall place currently. So again, top 30, looking for the flip here. All right, and it looks like we have bib number 19 starting and a couple other bibs now coming toward the finish line. Again, we've talked about it all day, ladies and gentlemen, but this course is fast. We have looked at these times, these 3.5 minute, 1.5K sprint times, and we know that these ladies are throwing it all out. You can see it out there if you're spectating. You can see it on our video feed if you're watching from home. But they are giving it everything they've got. They are going as fast as they possibly can on this course, which is all a lot of uphill and a lot of downhill. Tricky turns on these long classic skis can make it difficult, but these guys are throwing down. That is bib number 12. She has got it to the finish line. Great run for her. Looked really strong. That was Samantha Weiland with a 4:18.4. Puts her in 11th overall so far. Again, strategic. It's strategic for these women. They know where they are. We talked about it in the men's race, but they have coaches out there. They're giving them the splits. They know how they have to push. Looks like we have a couple finishers now. That's bib 13. Good, strong double pull. You can see how long that double pull lane is for these girls. And that's after they've just given themselves a point, like 1.4K. They're rushing for it. That is Suzette Flum with a 4:10, putting her in 11th overall. And then directly behind her was bib number 8. That's Ava Scheifert with a 3:48.3. Or excuse me, that was bib 14, 8th overall. Ava Scheifert. Really good run there for Ava as she moves herself into the top 10. And again, we're seeing that top 30 start to take shape. Top 10 for you so far. Isabel Middlestadt, Jessie Church, Ava Scheifert, Melissa Brown, Erica Myers, Bailey Gangle, Katie Susong, Brianna Rickert, Ann Miller, and Annika Sanu so far. And if you checked in with us yesterday, you know that those are starting to correlate with what we had yesterday. Yesterday in our 7.5K skate, we saw Erica Myers, Julia Everest, Lily Hughbanks, Dulcie Tangway, and Brianna Rickert throw down for that 7.5K skate. Looks like we have a couple finishers now. Bib 16 has overtaken Bib 15, but this is still a good run for both of them. A little boot throw at the end for 16, and that big boat throw for 15 at the end as they look to make themselves into the top 30 positions. Okay, let's run it through. Bib 16 was Dulcie Tangway. Oh, another person we wanted to keep our eyes on. 3:43.2 has her in 7th overall place. And Cassidy Gould, another strong candidate from yesterday, with a 4:16. That puts her into 14th overall position. So good runs for both Dulcie Tangway and Cassidy Gould as they look to find themselves in that top 30 so they can make those heats later on today. Again, we're going to start those heats around noon for the men. It's fast and furious. They're going to go head-to-head with each other. You got to tune in and you got to stay with us as we look to conclude this day 2 of the Nordic USCSA 2022 National Championships. All right, it appears bib 18 is now finishing strong here as she comes into the finish line. Good boot throw. Excellent work there. Stayed strong toward the end, and we'll see what her time is. That's Jackie Wells. Great run there for Jackie Wells. A 3:36.6 has her in 7th overall place. Again, moving herself into position, giving herself a good chance. We've had 17 finishers so far, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we're going to take the top 30. So these girls are still in as of right now, but we're going to see how this back of the pack pushes them. We're looking at 40 or so racers from the girls, and we're starting to see those bibs 18, 19, 20 start to come in for that finish line. So you know we're about halfway through. So we have a good, strong... Oh, there's bib number 19. Look at the double pull. Oh, my goodness, one of the strongest finishes we've seen today from the ladies. Can she keep it up all the way to the finish line? I think she can. Here she comes. She's got it going on. Let's see. Throws the boot. That was low and fast. Here we go. That was bib 19. That was Kayla Hilgendorf-Roost with an 11th overall spot so far, a 3:55.0. I think she made up a bunch of time on that finish. One of the best finishes I've seen today. Bib number 20 right behind her with an also great finish. Didn't throw the boot, stayed strong with the double pull the whole way through. Let's see if it benefited her. Here she comes with that time of 3:42.8. That was Lily Hughbanks, another name to keep in mind. As I said earlier, she was 3rd overall yesterday. She's got herself an 8th overall early in these qualifiers. Again, these are just qualifiers. But a 3:42 puts her into 8th overall place. Bib 21 following right behind her. Good, strong double pull for her as she looks to get into this top 30 so far. We have 19 finishers so far for the women. Here comes number 20. Excellent work here. Let's see. That was Maggie Payne. Maggie Payne with a 341 bumps down Lily Hughbanks to 9th and puts herself in 8th. So again, top 10 for both of those guys, or girls here. As we look, we got top 5 really quick. Bailey Gangle, Katie Susung, Brianna Ricker, Ann Miller, and Annika Sanus. Really strong looking top 5 there. And again, we're going to take the top 30. All right, again, we're going to kick those heats off around noon. You can expect these women to be there and it's just as strong as ever, competing head-to-head. We've got a really good finish lining up for you, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a couple skiers now coming around that turn. This is where they start to finish. You can see the shacks on your screen if you're watching with us or in person, but that's how they come in through the finish. They come down the hill with tons of speed, have to make a tight turn, and then they go right into that good, strong double pull as they look to finish. Again, long double pole lane, but that's what it takes to finish this race strong. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, head-to-head. Head-to-head, they're going to push each other. That's Bib, I believe, 24, and Bib 22 right on each other here. Good, strong finish. Look at the hair flowing. Oh, that's Bib 23. Check that. That was Bib 23. Really strong finish for her. That's Samantha Vauthier, 353, and directly behind her, Bib 22. That's Regan Hansen. Okay, so let's see. Samantha Vauthier has a 353 flat. That moves her into 13th place overall. Regan Hansen with a 427.5 has her in 22nd. So close to that bubble, but still hanging on. Good run for her. Bib 24 right behind them, trucking. Let's see her go here. Keep that energy high as she comes through that double pole finish. Again, double pole start, double pole finish. It's fatiguing for these ladies, but they are killing it. Good little boot throw at the end. We'll see if that benefited her. That was Aaron Owens, 358, 15th overall. Really, really strong run there for Aaron Owens. She was another name that you should have watched out for from yesterday. She had a really great run out there. And we have another finisher now coming in, ladies and gentlemen. That is bib number 25. Bib number 25 with a strong double pull as she comes into the finish here. Again, got a double pull, but we're seeing these women crush it. It's not being a factor so far for them. We've seen some of the best finishes from the weighties so far. Bib 25 just finished. Let's see what her time came out to be. That was Chelsea Patch, with a 4:03. Excellent work for her. Looks like Bib 26 was right behind her, and Bib 26 came in with a time of 3:47. That was Julia Everest, another name. She was 4th overall yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. So she's someone to watch out for. She's got herself an 11th overall so far. Chelsea Patch with a 17th overall so far. So both those ladies would be moving on if we ended right now. Again, we're running 40 racers or so. So we're closing into about top 10 left for finishing. We have a few women still in the start gate ready to go, but again, we're only running a K&a-half for these sprint qualifiers. So, it's going to be quick and turned around fast. While we have a second for you, I'll explain a little bit of what's going to go down in these heats. So again, we will be looking at 30 women to make the first cut. We will run 5 heats of 6. There will be 12 people left, and then we will move on from there, and we will continue to whittle down until we have a top 5 and a A final and a B final, and they will race to see who comes out as the top 10. Bib 27 there just came through. Let's see what she had for a time. That was Kaisa Bosic, 4:11 there for her, 22nd overall. So again, right on the bubble. We're starting to see this top 30 sort of fill itself out. I'll give you the top 10 while I have a quick second here. I checked that. We have a finisher, Bib 28, really strong finish there for her. Looked like a great double pull. All right, let's see. Bib 28 was Carissa Andrews. 4:02.6 has her in 17th overall. I'll give you that top 10. Dulcie Tangway, Lily Hughbanks, Maggie Payne, Jackie Wells, Erica Myers, Bailey Gangle, Katie Susong, Brianna Ricker, Ann Miller, and Annika Sanus. The top 5 hasn't changed much since our first 5 bibs came through, but those middle rounds, those middle spots are starting to really flip. What do you think, Bob?
So things are looking good here. Just a little reminder, unfortunately for UVM races here as a guest team because they do have a Division I college team. So the UVM skiers do not get to move on to the heats. So some of these top finishers that race for UVM won't be moving on to the heats, but they still get to see their time in the qualifier. But it's the top 30 will be moving on here. We still have a few starters left to go here, and we're 29 finishers or so in.
Yeah, so we just saw Bib 29 finish. That was Lillian Magnus. A good time for her. 4:08 puts her in 21st overall. So we're starting to see those middle spots, that like 20 to 30 line really start to shift. And a couple seconds is all it's separating them. I mean, we're looking at 4:02, 4:03, 4:05, 4:05, 4:08. This is a really tight top 30. We're going to see some really incredible heats later on in the day. Here comes another finisher for us. That's Bib, I believe. Hold on, it's a little crumpled for her as we get her on the back here shot. That looks like Bib 30. Excellent run for her. Let's see how she did. Came through with a good time of...
Bib 30 is going to put herself into 29th position. Lily Den Hartog right on the cusp there. But again, remember, we're taking on a few of those UVM skiers, so she'll probably still be in there.
Right, so she's got herself in a good position. So Lily Den Hartog with a nice run. Bib 31 right behind her. Good, strong finish for her as well. We're seeing that double pull. I mean, I thought it would be a little more fatiguing for them, Bob, but they really haven't struggled with it at all. I've seen some better finishes in the women than I saw in the men's.
The double pull has become a huge part of the sport now. So from the standpoint of skiing, this classic skiing has switched almost predominantly to double pulling now.
Yeah, and it's just these athletes are just too strong for it. McKinley Hansen was Bib 31 that just finished. And she had a 4:21.0. That's 27th overall. We have a couple finishers now coming in. Look at the double pulls out of these women. Oh, my goodness. Strong to the finish. Stay strong as she comes through. That'll be Bib 33 with an excellent run. She threw down here to get by. That's Bib 32 right behind her. Claudia Valero de la Flor with a 4-minute flat time. That's 17th overall. Bailey Vanderwild has herself just outside the top 30, but reminder, we are going to remove a few of those top skiers that, don't quite qualify. So she may still find herself in that flip. She had a 4:36.4 there for Bailey Vanderwild. Emma Reinke right behind her, a 3:51.9 puts herself into 14th overall position. So a great run there for Emma Reinke as she looks to make that top 30. And I think she's pretty much secured it now. We have about 34 finishers total. And remember, we only have about 40 women. We still have a few left in the start gate to go. But we will pick them up for you as they come through that finish and as that first turn. For those of you joining us on the live stream, once again, thank you to everyone here, the USCSA volunteers and the USCSA for having us. We are excited to be here for the 2022 Nordic National Championships. Bib 35 now coming through the finish. Good, strong double pull. Look at her get up on those toes. Look at the leverage. Good, strong finish there. That was an excellent one. Bib 35 with a strong time of 4:06.7. That's Isabella Brown, 23rd overall position. Again, she's starting to put their top 30 is really starting to look at like getting itself figured out. Okay, we'll do top 10 real quick. Dulcie Tangway, Lily Hughbanks, Maggie Payne, Jackie Wells, Erica Myers, Bailey Gangle, Katie Susong, Brianna Ricker, Ann Miller, and Annika Sanus. Remember, we may not take all of those people depending on if they have Division I teams, but that's your top 10 so far. We'll kick off those heats at noon, too. So we're looking at just about an hour away. We still have a few women left to finish. But just to keep that on your radar for those of you joining us at home or joining us here in Mount Van Hovenberg in person. Looks like we have another finisher just about to make her way through these gates. You can see the crowd cheering her on. Oh, you love to see the crowd. Bib 37. Look at this double pull. Strong and quick as she comes through. Getting up on those toes, getting that leverage. This is an awesome shot to see, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting them the entire time as they come through. Here she comes over the line. Really nice little boot throw there at the end for her. Bib 37, strong finish. That's Talia Loiter. 4:13.7 has her in 28th overall so far. So, again, we're starting to see. Looks like we've now concluded all of the women's starters. So we're going to start to see these finishers come in quick and fast. Bib 37, though, was able to get herself out ahead a little bit and come in quick. This is Bib 36 now. Here she comes through the finish. She's got a strong double pull. Good length on that. Here we go. She's going to come through this finish line. We will get a time for her. That was Bib 36, finishing with a time of 5:17.3 for Catherine Konopko there. Nice run for her. Has her just outside of the bubble currently, but again, we may lose a few. You can see on our screen now if you're joining us live, those turns are tricky. This snow is firm. We talked about it. It's hard for these women to make those tight turns when they have this much speed. They're having to do those little speed checks. And in a sprint race, sometimes that can be dreadful. So we'll see if that one cost her a little bit, but it looks strong as she came through that corner. Here she comes into the double pull now. This is going to be a tight finish, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 racers, it appears, right behind each other. They're going in for the kill. Let's see who can make themselves in the top 30. Good, strong double pulls. You can see, like Bob talked about earlier, this sport so predominantly double pull heavy, but these girls are crushing it. They are not letting it slow them down at all. Bib 39, I believe, there, coming through the finish line. Here she comes. Strong finish for her. We've got a couple right behind her, too, coming in quickly. That was Hannah Yorkie with a 4:50.3, 36th. Again, few maybe to take away. Bib 40's right behind her. There she goes. She's got the classic going. And with the boot throw there at the end for her. That was Callie Bunin with a 4:38.0, 36th overall. Again, we've got racers coming in fast and furious. These are our last few women finishers. Here they come. 42, I believe, there. This is a good, strong finish. We've had some of the best finishes right here at the women's event. This is the qualifiers. Again, we will do the heats later on today. 42 there, and it looks like Bib 43 right behind her. Good, strong run for them. Or no, 41, excuse me, check that. But there's Bib 42 finishing. Great double pull out of her, and a great double pull from Bib 41 directly behind her. Bib 42 was Tova Brickley, 4:14, and Bib 41 was Lydia Anderson, 4:48.4. So Tova Brickley has herself in 29th overall position, while Lydia Anderson has found herself just outside the top 30 and 38th so far. Again, we might lose a few, but it's curious to see if that will stick, if she will just miss that top 30. But we will see her again. Remember, mass start on Friday. We're going to take tomorrow off, give these girls a day and these men a day of rest, and then we will kick it right back off with you here for that mass start 15K. That'll be an amazing race to see. If you've never seen a mass start, I highly recommend checking it out. All right, looks like we might have another finisher now coming through. Again, we are going to wind down here. This is Bib 43. She's trucking to the end. Give her all the encouragement you can if you are rooting on outside. And a good, strong finish from her as she's going to come in with that double pull, and she will finish the race. Excellent 1.5K for Bib 43 there, as she will come through with a strong time of 4:44.7 for Gabriella Broga. That will put her in 38th overall. So again, just outside the flip. Here we come. These are our last few girls finishing for the qualification rounds. We have a top 10. It's Dulcie Tangway, Lily Eubanks, Maggie Payne, Jackie Wells, Erica Myers, Bailey Gengel, Katie Susong, Brianna Rickert, Ann Miller, and Annika Sanus so far for our top 10. But again, we will take the top 30 into the heat rounds. All right, you can see now one of our final finishers now coming through. A good, strong run for her so far. She's into the double pole. This is Bib 44. Here she comes. Strong through the double pole. Good breathing, staying light and loose. She's got to pick it up a little bit to make this top 30. Here she comes. And she will finish this course in a strong double pole. That is Livia Kovacek with a 5:09.1, just outside of the top 30 for her. Looks like we might have just about one more finisher. Is she coming around the corner? Oh. That might have just been a spectator skiing. Looks like we might have some coaches with some bibs on too. All right, I believe that was our last women finisher. We had a field of 44, and we had 44 bibs finish. Again, keep in mind that the heats will start at noon. It is currently 11:07 on the clock. So if you are in the heat rounds, if you've made the top 30 for both the men and the women, we will see you later today. We are signing off for now, but we will catch you for those heats. Those will be exciting fields of 5 and 6 competing as hard as possible for this sprint championship. Number 1 rank on the line here. Thank you very much. USCSA Nationals 2022. Thank you for joining us.